Welcome back to Across the Mythos. I'm your host, Theologos, and today we're unraveling the origins of one of the greatest epic tales of all time, the Trojan War. From the fateful judgment of Paris to the legendary abduction of Helen, this episode dives into the prophecies and events that set the stage for a conflict that would echo through history and myth alike. Let's journey to the dawn of this legendary war. The Trojan War is one of the most significant events in epic literature, capturing the imagination of audiences for centuries. This legendary conflict, which took place in ancient times, is rooted in a rich tapestry of myth and history. The backstory begins with a seemingly innocuous event known as the Judgment of Paris. Paris, a Trojan prince, was tasked with deciding who among the goddesses, Hera, Athena, and Aphrodite, was the fairest. Each goddess offered him a tempting bribe, but it was Aphrodite's promise of the most beautiful mortal woman, Helen, that swayed him. This fateful decision set off a chain reaction that would lead to the infamous war. Helen, already married to Menelaus, the king of Sparta, was abducted by Paris, igniting a fierce conflict between the Greeks and Trojans. This act of betrayal not only sparked a decade-long siege, but also highlighted themes of love, honor, and revenge that resonate throughout epic literature. The war itself is filled with larger-than-life characters, from the cunning Odysseus to the mighty Achilles, each contributing to the rich narrative that explores human emotions and the consequences of pride and desire. The Trojan War is not just a tale of battle. It embodies the essence of heroism and tragedy, making it a cornerstone of Western literature. Its epic nature, filled with divine interventions and mortal struggles, invites viewers to reflect on the complexities of human relationships and the timeless themes that continue to echo through our stories today. The Judgment of Paris is a pivotal event in the mythology surrounding the Trojan War, serving as the catalyst for one of the most famous conflicts in epic literature. The story begins at the wedding of Peleus and Thetis, where the goddess Eris, the personification of discord, throws a golden apple inscribed with "To the fairest" into the gathering. This act ignites a fierce competition among three powerful goddesses: Hera, Athena, and Aphrodite. Each goddess believes she deserves the title and offers Paris, a Trojan prince, enticing bribes to sway his decision. Hera promises power and kingship. Athena offers wisdom and military prowess, while Aphrodite tempts him with the love of the most beautiful mortal woman, Helen. Ultimately, Paris chooses Aphrodite, a decision that seals his fate and sets off a chain of events with dire consequences. By selecting Aphrodite, he not only offends the other two goddesses, but also unwittingly triggers a series of betrayals and conflicts. His choice leads to the abduction of Helen from her husband Menelaus, the king of Sparta, which ignites the flames of war between the Greeks and Trojans. The implications of the Judgment of Paris extend far beyond a mere beauty contest. It symbolizes the interplay of desire, power, and the whims of the gods. This event lays the groundwork for the Trojan War, illustrating how personal choices can have monumental repercussions. The ensuing conflict becomes a backdrop for exploring themes of honor, love, and vengeance, making the Judgment of Paris a crucial moment in the epic narrative that continues to resonate through time. The involvement of the gods in the events leading to the Trojan War is a fascinating aspect of this epic tale, showcasing their personalities, motivations, and the impact they have on mortal lives. Key deities such as Zeus, Hera, Athena, and Aphrodite play pivotal roles in shaping the course of the conflict. Hera and Athena, both spurned by Paris's choice, harbor deep resentment and actively support the Greek side in the war. In contrast, Aphrodite, who won Paris's favor, champions the Trojans particularly her beloved hero, Hector. This divine rivalry sets the stage for a conflict that is as much about human emotions as it is about the whims of the gods. Divine intervention is a recurring theme throughout the narrative, influencing the actions and decisions of mortal characters. The gods frequently intervene in battles, alter outcomes, and even manipulate the fates of key figures. For instance, Athena guides Odysseus in his cunning strategies, while Apollo aids the Trojans with his archery skills. This constant meddling raises questions about the extent to which mortals can exercise free will in the face of divine influence. The theme of fate versus free will is intricately woven into the fabric of the Trojan War. While the gods may steer events, the characters still grapple with their choices and the consequences that follow. This tension between destiny and autonomy adds depth to the narrative, inviting audiences to ponder the complexities of human agency in a world where divine forces loom large. Ultimately, the gods serve as both catalysts and observers, enriching the epic with their timeless struggles and motivations. Helen of Troy, often hailed as the most beautiful woman in the ancient world, has a captivating background that sets the stage for her abduction. She was the daughter of Zeus and Leda, and her beauty was so renowned that it sparked fierce competition among suitors. Ultimately, she married Menelaus, the king of Sparta, who was chosen through a clever arrangement that involved the oath of all suitors to protect her chosen husband. This oath would later prove significant in the events that followed. The circumstances surrounding Helen's abduction begin with Paris, the Trojan prince, who, after winning the favor of Aphrodite, is drawn to Helen. During a visit to Sparta, Paris seduces Helen and ultimately takes her back to Troy, either by force or with her consent, depending on the version of the myth. This act of abduction is not merely a personal affair, it is a direct affront to Menelaus and the honor of the Greek kings who had sworn to protect him. The aftermath of Helen's abduction is monumental, igniting the flames of conflict between Greece and Troy. Menelaus, enraged by the betrayal, calls upon his brother Agamemnon and the other Greek leaders to fulfill their oath and launch a military expedition to retrieve Helen. This decision leads to the legendary Trojan War, a decade-long siege that becomes a backdrop for themes of love, honor, and vengeance. Helen's abduction is thus not just a personal tragedy, it serves as the catalyst for one of the most significant conflicts in epic literature, forever altering the fates of both the Greeks and Trojans. In response to Helen's abduction, the mobilization of Greek forces marks a crucial turning point in the narrative of the Trojan War. Menelaus, fueled by rage and a desire to reclaim his wife, calls upon his brother Agamemnon, the king of Mycenae, to rally the Greek states. This call to arms resonates across the region, uniting various city-states under a common cause. Key Greek heroes emerge, each with their own motivations for joining the war. Among them are Achilles, the mightiest warrior whose pursuit of glory and honor drives him to the battlefield. Odysseus, known for his cunning and strategic mind, who seeks to prove his worth. And Ajax, a formidable fighter eager to defend his homeland. The formation of alliances is a significant aspect of this mobilization. Agamemnon, as the leader of the Greek coalition, sends messengers to gather support from various kingdoms, including the fierce warriors of Thessaly and the skilled archers of Crete. The oath sworn by Helen's suitors binds these leaders together, emphasizing the importance of loyalty and honor in Greek culture. This unity among the Greek states is not only a response to personal grievances, but also a demonstration of collective strength against a common enemy. The significance of this gathering cannot be overstated. It represents a moment where individual ambitions and rivalries are set aside for a greater purpose. The alliance forged in the face of adversity becomes a powerful force, setting the stage for the epic battles to come. This unity is a testament to the values of camaraderie and honor that permeate Greek society, making the mobilization of forces a pivotal moment in the unfolding saga of the Trojan War. As the Greek forces gather in response to Helen's abduction, the stage is set for the outbreak of the Trojan War. Both the Greeks and Trojans engage in extensive preparations and strategizing, each side keenly aware of the stakes involved. The Greeks, led by Agamemnon, assemble a formidable army composed of the greatest heroes and warriors from various city-states. They construct a fleet of ships to transport their forces across the Aegean Sea to Troy, while also devising battle strategies that leverage their strengths. Achilles, with his unmatched combat skills, becomes a central figure in their plans, while Odysseus contributes his cunning tactics to outsmart the Trojans. On the other side, the Trojans, under the leadership of King Priam, prepare to defend their city with equal fervor. Paris, emboldened by his earlier victory in winning Helen, rallies his people and fortifies the city's defenses. The Trojans are determined to protect their homeland and honor, believing that the gods favor them due to Aphrodite's support. As tensions rise, provocations escalate the conflict further. The Greeks send envoys demanding Helen's return, but the Trojans refuse, leading to a breakdown in negotiations. The Greeks, feeling insulted and dishonored, prepare for war, while the Trojans, fueled by pride and the desire to maintain their sovereignty, stand firm. This mounting tension culminates in a series of skirmishes and confrontations, setting the stage for the epic battles to come. The clash of wills between the two sides, driven by love, honor, and vengeance, foreshadows the legendary conflict that will unfold, forever altering the fate of both the Greeks and Trojans. In this exploration of the events leading to the Trojan War, we have delved into the pivotal moments that shaped this epic narrative. The judgment of Paris stands out as a significant turning point, where the choices of a single mortal prince set off a chain reaction of love, betrayal, and conflict. Helen's abduction not only ignited the flames of war, but also highlighted the themes of honor and desire that resonate throughout the story. The Trojan War itself is an extraordinary tale, filled with larger-than-life characters, divine interventions, and the timeless struggle between fate and free will. From the mobilization of Greek forces to the steadfast defense of Troy, the narrative captures the complexities of human emotions and the consequences of our actions. It serves as a reminder of how personal decisions can lead to monumental events, shaping the destinies of entire civilizations. As we conclude this journey through the rich tapestry of the Trojan War, we encourage you to engage with us further. If you enjoyed this discussion, please subscribe to our channel and like this video to stay updated on more captivating content about epic literature and mythology. Don't forget to explore our related videos, where we dive deeper into the characters, themes, and events that make these stories timeless. Your thoughts and insights are valuable to us, so feel free to share your comments below. Join us as we continue to unravel the fascinating tales that have shaped our understanding of heroism, love, and the human experience. Until then, I'm Theologos, and this is Across the Mythos. Remember, the greatest stories are the ones that connect us all.